The second deck that we're going to be playing today is a revisit of a previous one. So last time we played this, we played a Vulpix deck that was just kind of all about the Vulpix. A Vulpix V-Star is this card right here. And this is a very much an anti-meta card, which is a little dangerous. If you haven't heard me give this speech before, trying to build a deck that is anti-meta is difficult unless you're in a tournament setting, because we're not necessarily going to play against meta decks. We might play this and only play against the Regigigas deck all day, right? You never know. But I wanted to try it anyway, see how good it feels. So, Vulpix says, this attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Read Mimikyu. We don't care about Mimikyu. We don't care about any, I take less damage, like Regieleki, things like that. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon that have an ability. A lot of Pokemon that people are playing, a lot of the meta stuff has abilities, so Vulpix is really, really, really well insulated against that. Don't worry too much about the V-Star power. I have found this is more for, like, surprising, knocking out some basic Pokemon if they have a V on the bench. The other thing we changed this time is that we're actually trying to play this with Empoleon. I'm going to call this Emporio because I'm a JoJo's nerd. So Empoleon says, as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's basic Pokemon they have no abilities unless they have a rule box. So it's the opposite of Path to the Peak. Path to the Peak says anything with the rule box has no abilities. Empoleon says, as long as I'm up front, anything without a rule box that's a basic has no ability. So this is for stopping Lost Box. This shuts down Comfy. This shuts down Cramorant. This shuts down, I think that's it. But that's a lot of their strat right there. And there's some other things this also gets to mess with. It doesn't mess with Greninja, which is sad, and it doesn't mess with Chien-Pao, and it doesn't mess with Baxcalibur, but that's what the Vulpix is for. So let's see if we can make this work. Ultimately, it's just kind of a fixed up the Vulpix deck that we were already playing with, and let's see if we can see anything exciting. Show me what you can do, deck. Nice pose. Nice pose. We're the Sailor Scouts. Drive safe, darling. See you soon. Oh, let's change playlist up to, we haven't done Clarice in a while. Halloween vibes, y'all. Spooky vibes. What's this thing's name? It evolves from, this is Dreadnought, right? Yeah, that's Dreadnought. It evolves from the little turtle that looks like Patrick when Patrick's doing his pinhead joke from SpongeBob. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. Okay. That's a pretty solid starting hand. We'll take it. Ooh, Venomoth deck. Alright, let's see it. Now, Vulpix is gonna be okay here. Again, they're not playing a meta deck, and me stepping up here with my anti-meta deck isn't gonna do much. Bad. Luckily, they started with a Manaphy, so we don't really care about that. That's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly at all. It's going to collapse. Okay, well, Greninja's actually excellent. Let's start with this and see what we hit. We're gonna do Adventurer's Discovery this first turn. Let's see, do we have anything that Artisan hits? I think we do, right? Yeah, we do. Let's get our own Manaphy. I don't know for sure. Well, no, they're a grass deck. They're not gonna hit our bench. We're not gonna worry about our Manaphy. We're gonna get Articuno out here. Then we will discover. Will we discover? We can't attack. We can't evolve it anyways. We could get the Empoleon down, but that would be like it. That would be the only reason we do that. Whereas if we Irida, we could do that anyways. We could get Empoleon. Let's do that. Let's Irida for Empoleon. Let's Irida for Lumineon and a Nest Ball. Actually, let's do that. So we're going to play the Nest Ball to get the Empoleon. Kind of tempted here. Let's just do the Collapsed Stadium thing now. Yeah, we'll just do that. So if they don't mess with our hand next turn, we're actually going to probably have a pretty solid turn. Hopefully. Why did that do 20 damage? It's 10 plus. Why did that do 20 damage? Oh, because of Articuno. Duh. It's my old Articuno. Duh. Okay. Maybe I should have held on to the Collapsed Stadium for that reason, but it's fine either way. Them getting a chance to build up isn't a big deal for us. If they evolve, whichever one they... Alright, well the first thing we need to check is did we hit a double colorless? We did not. Second thing we need to check is did we hit a double colorless? We did, and we hit the Vulpix V-Star. Excellent news all around. Everybody, good job, proud of all of us. We're wonderful, and should be very, very proud. And I care more about this one. So, yeah. I think that's it, right? Yep. Goodbye, Turtwig. Melony's a good pull here, because Melony will start to... We have some energies in the bin, and Melony will get those onto Empoleon. Okay. That's certainly a legal play. I'm guessing they drew the Venomoth, right? They're going to run into this problem where they're super squishy now. Yeah, they got the Venomoth. Okay. Okay. Which means we're going to be confused. That's the downside here. We will have to deal with a little bit of confusion. Them ditching an Iono is interesting there, because we're ahead on cards. We can't play item cards, but we can play supporter cards. So the Ultra Ball is not going to get played, but we don't really need to play the Ultra Ball, so it's not a big deal. The confusion's the annoying part here. Hopefully it's not going to cost us this game. Okay. Let's Melony here, because we have a little bit of time. We're going to start to build up Empoleon. Okay, the boss's orders is a good pull. Gonna put that there, and the reason I'm putting this here is we're currently doing 140 damage, but now we can do 150 to the Luxray. So that was the reason behind that decision there. Okay, everything's coming. We're not gonna play the Collapsed Stadium now. One, I learned my lesson, and two, we actually want to play this Lumineon later. Okay, so am I confused? Yes. Did I hit myself? Also yes. Shame that. Okay, so Grottle here means they get to search their deck for extra grass cards. Now, they can't evolve anything this turn, so we don't have to worry about that having something to evolve. And what we might do next turn is just switch out here and let Empoleon take out the Grottle. I'm assuming this is for a Venomoth. Okay, okay. Good, good. Okay, they're going to boss his orders, our Articuno to the front. That's actually super helpful for us, because now we can just double turbo to retreat it here. So I appreciate you, opponent. Empoleon doesn't help us here. It doesn't really do anything that we care about. So let's just get Vulpix back out there. We're still gonna Melony onto our Empoleon though, just because it's a good card draw. I was considering using the boss's orders. I probably should have. I honestly forgot about it. So let's hope we're not punished too hard here in just a second. Alright, and we will take out the Venomoth. They will have another Venomoth, but they don't have any other energy, which is good for us. Maybe that's adequate. Double Turbo, sure. Yay, alright. GG, opponent. And hey, we actually retreated something, so we get to collect our other monies. Woo! I can afford y'all's expensive card sleeve habits again. Expensive. So what did we notice there? Was there anything that popped out? Manaphy we don't care about, especially when we have Empoleon on the team. But Empoleon doesn't hit the bench anyways, and if it's out front to stop the Manaphy's ability, we're not even fighting the Manaphy's ability, so it's not a big deal. What else did we learn? I didn't learn much. No one caught Seviper. Okay, definitely want to go first because the reason so, for those of you at home wondering, why does Wiggles want to go first with this deck and sometimes not with other decks? We are trying to evolve our Vulpix as soon as possible. So we really want to go first. Now, we are playing with Temple of Sinnoh, which seems like a non-bo with the DTE, but we're only playing with one. And of course, this is the one time we don't actually start with an Empoleon. Bummer. So they will get a turn with their comfies. Hopefully we don't get punished too hard. Because of that, I could actually see this seems really bad, and there's a good chance it is, but I have been burned by their jet energies so many times, this stops their jet energy. So if they played another comfy, like 2 more comfies and jet energied one to the front, now it doesn't work that way anymore. So hopefully this is the right call. Not starting with the one card we want to start with against their deck is brutal. But, you know, it's not to say we won't get it. We just don't have it right now. Okay, they ditched a Roxanne. There's a second comfy. Whole rest 2. They ditched 2 Roxannes. That's interesting. Okay. Deck, I want an Empoleon so bad. Now, what's interesting here is that we, well, not quite yet. We would also need the Articuno, but we almost do enough to kill this comfy because of the Giratina here. It's been a while since I faced Lost Box, actually. Wild. Huh. Alright. No. Oh, they had an escape rope. I mean, we made him use the escape rope, right? We made him use the thing. Nah. That felt great. That was exciting. Worth it. Worth it. Of course, maybe not, but worth it. We're gonna ditch it anyways, so let's see if we could hit something better here. Melony is not it. We don't want the Melony. We don't want to play this Lumineon, so bye, everybody. Okay, there's Empoleon and Vulpix VStar. You know what, I should have put the double turbo on there because it still counts as 1 star, and if they interacted with the temple, then we would have still had that water energy. So might have messed up a little bit there. No point in doing that, so let's just end our turn. There might be a point to doing this. Let's go ahead and do it. Now, notably here, Giratina is the only thing that's going to be able to hit this Vulpix once we start using our move. Now, it will be able to hit it really hard, so that's not good. They're at 6 in the bin. Okay. No. No, you don't get to do that. They fell for it. Sorry, opponent. Handled. Why won't it work? Nah, 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 nah. Okay. All right, we're making them use all their resources here, which is kind of the best thing we can hope for. I like that they ditched all the ugly super rods and then played the golden one. Opponents out here playing with their golden rod. Okay. I think we died. If they also have a switch. Or just a retreat. So the good news here is that actually unlocks Melony for us. Because we still haven't interacted with this temple, that's kind of all we can do because this double colorless isn't going to do anything. Do we want to play that? Let's start here and see what we get. Okay. Well, love that. They have to ditch something. They're just going to ditch a comfy, but they do have to ditch something. So we're not actually going to play this Greninja out. Although if they have a Chorus and a Grass Energy, we just lose on the spot. We should probably play the Greninja out. Put that there. Okay. The water energy on Greninja. The reason we're putting the water energy on Greninja is that we can use Melony. No, it's not. This is a PG-13 stream. It's actually rated R. I just don't cuss as much as I possibly could. Trust me, I have some good choice words I could use at any given opportunity. Quite spicy words, really. Okay, so is Empoleon just dead? Probably. Yeah, okay, so Empoleon's dead. This is just really unfortunate. Like, I don't know if this was like a nuts draw from the opponent or whatever, but they had a lot of what they wanted to have here, and we didn't. So, I'm not going to count our deck out after this. I know this is one of the decks that we were built to beat, and it's possible that we're not going to be able to beat it. It's possible Empoleon's not good enough because of all of the different stuff they have, like Bat to the Peak and Escape Ropes and stuff like that. Like, it's definitely possible, but we're gonna give it another shake here before we give up on Empoleon entirely. Okay, we're going for the big one, because why wouldn't they here? Don't really know what we're digging for here. We're just taking some actions. Well, nah, there's no way we win here. That's a good try. That's a good try. Let's see if a better start... You know what? Soggy bottoms. Yeah, all right. Let's see if we have a better start here. Sorry, I'm getting texted. I don't... we might not be too bad against... And we definitely messed with them a little bit. It's just they happen to have the answers, right? So how likely is that versus... How easy is it to mess with them, right? Thanks everybody for hanging out, by the way. Hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday. Hope everybody's excited for the weekend. I know I am. I plan on doing a whole lot of nothing. Playing some Hunt Showdown and some Overwatch. That's about it. Except for Friday. Tomorrow we're having movie night. Y'all should all join us. Okay, starting with our one of Temple of Sinnoh again. Pretty brutal here. Also, going first and having Lumineon be our only other Pokemon is also not ideal. Anybody here a ventriloquist? Follow-up question if you are. Is it difficult to learn? Seems like a really good way to mess with people. And I'm all about messing with people. We showed up against a Comfey again, and we still don't have one of our Emporios. Same reason as last time. We're gonna go ahead. People are hell going, well, that's not good. Drive safe, darling. Gonna put the water energy on that for now. And I end my turn. Really, really unfortunate that we don't have Empoleon whenever we're against a Comfey. Because I wanted to try that. But I feel like if it's gonna work, it has to work from the get-go. Like, you need to have the Empoleon ready. You know what I mean? Is this the same opponent? I wasn't watching names, y'all. Is this the same opponent? It's just crazy to me that we have seen the same Giratina deck and they're doing the same things too. Huh. So them being through one of their escape ropes is good. We're actually going to Lumineon here for the Adventurer. The reason being that the Adventurer will get us both of our Vs that we care about. Let's discover some really overpowered cards here. Okay. Let's go ahead and Energy Loto here. Never mind. Let's just go ahead and put the one double turbo down. I'm tired of waiting to go through it. Like, yeah, that's a driver for you right there. Central Texas drivers are terrible, y'all. Really bad. Okay, they had a boss's orders, which means Empoleon is not gonna do its thing here. I mean, see, I feel like this is the same opponent because this time they knew to put that on the front one. That was a really good draw. That was a really good draw here, because then we just get to go grab a Professor's Research and just gas our hand back up here. Whoop! 7 cards, please. Okay. So we Nest Ball here for Greninja. We don't currently have any water energies in the bin. Now we Collapsed Stadium. We don't have a switch. If we... Oh, wait. Duh. Okay, so what we do here is we retreat this to put Empoleon up front. Now we play Collapsed Stadium. And we get to ditch our Lumineon that was about to die. We can't play another energy this turn, so it's unfortunate. We can't Melony this turn either, but we're back to making them have some way to interact with this Empoleon. So hopefully that's good enough. They have 4 cards in the Lost Zone. They have 6 cards in the Lost Zone. It's not enough for them to start using the Mirage Gates? How big brain are we? I really liked that. That was a clever play to get that Lumineon out of our opponent's clutches here. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm digging what I'm seeing here. Let's put this on Empoleon and draw some cards. Perfect. Now we're going to put this here. We're going to use the Energy Loto now, because I wanted to see what I got here. So we know that we got a Water Energy. How many of our doubles are we through? We're not through, we're only through one of them right now. Okay. Alright, do we want to use that? Probably not. Probably not. Let's just go ahead and Swirling Slice. I like with the Vit Band and the Articuno, we get to have double colorless without a cost to it. That's pretty nice. Okay. Cramorant didn't get to attack, which is really good for us. I wasn't going to catch a Stuffle, y'all. Stuffle's terrifying. And this Comfy, as long as Empoleon's out front, isn't very scary either. Yay! It worked! It worked! We did it! We did it! We took away their will to live. I mean play. In the video game. Don't make it weird. Woo! Back in we go. I added this song to this playlist as a friend of mine requested it. I told him I made a spooky vibe playlist from, like, you know, video game music and stuff like that. And he was like, so you have, you know, Mad Monster Mansion, right? From Banjo-Kazooie. I was just going to call it Monster Mansion, but it's Mad Monster Mansion. You have Mad Monster Mansion in there, right? And I was like, no. And they were like, well, there are several different songs from that particular level that are worth doing. And he was right. The song slaps. Thanks for being here, Energy. Have a good night, my friend, and sweet dreams. Unless you like spicy dreams, then have some spicy dreams. Thanks for being here. Ooh, did you? Oh, we'll put that on the playlist, babe. Okay. Not the worst start ever, not the best. We have Greninja to try and draw us something here. So maybe it's good enough. What's up, Unknown Force? How's it going, my friend? We'll enjoy your salty dreams. Good night, my friend. The good news is Greninja doesn't posture anything. They don't know what we're doing if we play a Greninja out front. Of course, Lumineon doesn't help us either, but they don't really want to have a Lumineon out front, and we wanted to have a Greninja out front. Or we wanted to have a Greninja played, so that's exciting. Overwatch 2. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Deck, keep in mind that is not what I wanted here. So we're going to go ahead and ditch a Vacuum and a Vit Band here. And get a regular old Vulpix. Let's play this now, because later it's going to help them more than it does right now. I should have kept that. Maybe I could see that argument being made. Maybe. We'll see. See what they play. Okay, it's a Charizard deck. Okay. Yeah, no worries, babe. I got you. Okay, so they can retreat and get the Mew up front. The Mew is there to help them get Ultra Balls and or rare candies. Well, shoot. Or a Seal Stone is there to get them whatever else it is that they want. Smart to get that this turn. It's the last turn. It's a hot draw. Now, them filling up their bench is nice for us because that means future Lumineons won't actually help. I don't know if they're going to need any future Lumineons, but at least they won't help if they get them. Okay, 2 Charmanders. The best draw for us right here would be a Professor's Research. Like, plain and simple. I don't know if I agree with them pulling the trigger on the Arven this hard. It depends what their other 2 cards were, but Arven can be either an Ultra Ball or a Rare Candy, and so if they don't have both already, it's not a very good draw in my opinion. Now, we are probably going to lose because we didn't really have time to take a turn off here. But what we can do is use our cards as efficiently as possible. And again, a Professor's Research is still our best out here, so we're going to try and play our other supporters as we get them, because we would just ditch them to a Professor's Research anyways. And this way they have to have another energy to retreat this back. They can't just use Mew again. Maybe it's good enough, maybe not. They also already used their V-Star power, so they can't do that for a switch here. How good is my stall tactic, please? Oh no, not good enough. And it's the Pidgeot too, which means the long game is harder. Charizard would mean the short game is harder. Pidgeot means the long game is harder. But they have to ask themselves, do they get a switch or do they start working towards the Charizard? I don't think it's going to matter. If we don't draw it this turn, like a Professor's Research this turn, we're probably just going to move on. Do they have it? Do they have the Charizard as well? Because the Charizard as well would mean that they get to put 2 energies on the Charizard and 1 on the Lumineon and then retreat the Lumineon. But if they don't have it this turn, we have 1 more chance here. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Unless they get a Charmeleon here. I could see that. Kind of some insulation. Ditching a Professor's Research when they have 2 cards in hand, I guess they have the Pidgeot, so they have whatever 2 cards they need, is terrifying, and I'm scared now. Oh, no. Yeah, alright. I mean, that was really good from the opponent. They had a very good turn, very good couple of turns there. They played it well, too. Unfortunate from us here. Now, okay, alright, side note here. None of their Pokemon, besides this Charmander, can hit Vulpix V-Star once it starts going. And they don't have any more boss's orders. If we draw water energy here, I think we win. I already fed him, babe. Okay, alright. Alright, it's gonna be slow, but let's see. Because they can't switch us. If we don't play anything else, they can't switch us to the bench. They can't boss his orders, they can't escape rope, and the Vulpix is the one that has the ability that says it doesn't get any damage now. So they can't. The only card I can think of that would make us play something is Erica, and I don't think they're gonna play an Erica. I think we win, actually, y'all. Dang. Do they see that? Do they see that we win? What are they going to search for? What, y'all, say it in chat if you know, what do they have in their deck that could beat us here? Because it wouldn't, the spray cologne wouldn't do it because this isn't an ability. Messing with the stadium wouldn't do it because it's not an ability. I just don't think they can beat us here. They would need a Pokemon that doesn't have an ability, and the only one they have is Charmander, which gets 1 shot. And Charmeleon doesn't do enough damage, because Charmeleon would work too. I don't know if they can beat us now. Huh. It's going to be a slog until they give up, but we're going to try. Let's see if we can make them give up, y'all. Temple of Sinnoh would do it. Temple of Sinnoh would remove our double colorless energy right now, and there's a small window for them to do it. We're not playing that out. We really just want another energy. It can be a double colorless too. We would rather it not be a double colorless because we don't want to do even less damage, but we could, in theory, be just fine with a double colorless here. I doubt they play Temple of Sinnoh. That would be some hella tech from them if they did. And if they did, honestly, it would just be like a kind of situation here, but it's not. So, do you give up yet, friend? Remember when we were doing the deck tech at the beginning here, I said their deck doesn't really have anything that can beat us, and if they can't make us switch it, they don't have anything that can beat us. Water energy, please. Okay. Is there water in the bin? There is! Alright, Melony is a water energy, so we are insulated. Do you give up yet? Yay, they gave up! Nah, 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 nah. We did it! We did the thing! So we have now beaten both Lost Zone and Charizard. And we lost to both of them as well, but we're not going to talk about that. We're only going to talk about our victories here. Why? Because it doesn't matter. But hey, that was neat. That was neat. I liked that. Okay, okay. Right? I think we're onto something here. Okay, I mean, if we're only going to start with one thing, that's a good one. Drop a comfy. It'll be funny. Okay, they had to mulligan 3 times here. They're playing... Oh, the Temple of Sinnoh is going to do wonders against their deck. Okay, they're an Arceus deck. That's the only thing we see from them. Wild. Makes sense with their sleeves, right? Give them 1. Draw 2. Sweet. Okay. So we're not going to Professor's Research this turn. We are actually going for the... We should probably just get an Irida. Let's just get an Irida here. Because Irida gets us our Greninja and Vulpix. We're ditching that one because we're going to be playing the Temple of Sinnoh and hoping it sticks, so... I should have ditched the other one, though. I even said that was the point. I messed up. That's alright. Hopefully we draw an energy. If not, we're sad because I messed up. A little missequencing on my part there. I should have put the double colorless on Empoleon and used Greninja to ditch the water so that next turn we can Melony. That's a shame. The fact that they just had a way to interact with our one that we really care about. Okay, well that's something here, actually. So that means we can use... Oh, we can't use Greninja anymore either. Darn it. Means no retreating here. Means no Melony here. Let's Professor's Research here. Right? Dang it, Bobby, indeed. Okay, the Melony for next turn is great. Now there is a water in the bin. We do get to start hitting him here. It's just going to be a little too slow, I think. Putting the water energy down on Vulpix here. The reason we're putting the water energy on Vulpix is that we can Melony the other water energy there, and we have one in our hand. So we could, in theory, get Vulpix VStar going. And why that's good is because their deck, if it looks like they're just playing Arceus, and Arceus VStar has an ability, which means it can't hit Vulpix VStar. So maybe it'll be good enough. And if they're not going to worry about our Empoleon, then we're still probably going to do this the same way we were planning on doing. Okay, so step 1 is that we Melony here to get that water energy onto there. Draw 3 cards. Unfortunately, none of them were a Vulpix VStar. That was the step 2 part. We really needed that. So the plan shall continue in that case. As is. Okay. Swirling slice here. Means we don't get to knock this out yet, but maybe it's still good enough, right? Okay, here comes the Arceus VStar, which can't knock out our Empoleon. Okay, they're gonna... Oh, it can because of the V-Star. Okay, it can because of the Choice Belt. Okay, so it can, but they're out of cards now. They can't use Starbirth because of their own Path to the Peak. They're gonna get 2 prize cards, but they have to have a way to deal with the Vulpix if we can get the Vulpix V-Star. If we can't get the Vulpix V-Star, we are up at creek. Hey, look, a way to get the Vulpix V-Star. Not up a creek, just fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so let's ditch that and that because we can't get rid of... We don't want to get rid of the path, and we can't get Greninja to get energies in the bin. Okay, we're actually going to boss's orders here, and the reason we're going to boss's orders here is because this one could hit us, in theory, but now it can't. Okay, so we do this. We do 160 damage. Now, Arceus can't hit us back. If they have an escape rope, if they have a boss's orders, they can obviously make us switch, but this has an ability, and so it cannot hurt Vulpix. Okay. That's fine. We got everything we need here. Okay. This does get to power up, but is this just going to be another Arceus? I think that's all they play, right? Unless they're playing the deck from Sacramento, in which case they might throw down a Gyarados. Oh, nope, just another Arceus. Okay, it is just an Arceus deck. Argue with that, right? Oh, shoot. We actually, right now it can attack because Path to the Peak says it doesn't have an ability. So I'm like, what's up, Zenith? How's it going, my friend? Right now they can't attack us because Path to the Peak says that they have no ability. Ow. That hurt. Now we're going to get rid of the Path to the Peak so we can maybe be okay here. Big ol' maybe energy. So let's grab a Vulpix. And I think we should grab a Pokégear here for a Melony for next turn. There's still water in the bin, right? Yeah, there's still a water energy in the bin. Okay. So now it doesn't have an ability again. Now it shouldn't be able to hit us back. And they haven't powered anything else up, so they can't just switch it out and let this Arceus kill us. Hopefully. Who knows what they're cooking over there, but we should be okay. No, God dang it, Bobby. It's fine, it's fine. $160, so we can do $140. So we can still knock it out, but yeah. Rough. Rough. That was really lucky that one of their last two cards was, or their last three cards was Path to the Peak. That was really fortunate for our opponent. How many are they through at this point? 2. Well, maybe it's enough. Shazman29, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Do we Irida here? How many Melonies are we through? We're through 2. We know we're going to do that. Might as well play it, because they might shuffle our hand up later, and we don't want that. Let's grab a Lumineon to get a Melony next turn. And I guess an Energy Loto? Yes. Oh, a Lost Vacuum. Wait. Lost Vacuum will help insulate us even more. But we don't, so they can't really attack us, so we're going to let this Path to the Peak ride here for a second. Because we're about to knock this out, and then if they have another one, they can't get 3 energy on in one turn. They've been passing on putting the energies down. So we should be okay? Question mark? Should be okay. They haven't gone through any of their double colorless yet, so we're concerned about that, and we don't have a way to interact with that anymore. What we do have, though... Okay. That's bold to play a card that's worth 2... Whale shoot. Should have used the thing while we had it. Oh, hey, cool. That's a really good pull. That's a really good pull. And their Path to the Peak prevents them from drawing cards right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to Boss's Orders this Arceus to the front. We're going to hit it as hard as we can. And hope they don't have a switch with their last card. Did we get it? Did we get it? Huh? Ooh, okay. Well, that's not going to stop us because we have a switch. Our last card was a switch. GG, opponent. GG, friend. Yeah, that's a good game. That's a good game. Interesting build. I mean, it's an Arceus deck, right? Like, if you put Arceus in your deck, it stops being a whatever else deck and becomes an Arceus deck. It's, in my opinion, but for what it's worth. They tried to make us have it, and we didn't have it. We made them have it, and they didn't have it. Circle! Having it. Got time for a couple more games. Ugh. This deck feels pretty powerful, y'all. Not like busted strong, but hard to interact with, right? They have to have certain things to answer what we're doing, or they can't do anything. And that's kind of nice. Dead game. Dead game, we're opponent. We're opponent, dead game. It's not a dead game. It's a good game. It's a live game. See? Here's our opponent. And they have an excellent pose. Excellent pose. Sailor Scouts assemble. We're not Splash Bros, though, and that's, you know, that's only slightly better than being Sailor Scouts together, is being Splash Bros. Okay, we want to go first. Going first and putting an Empoleon out front is a good thing. Maybe they throw a Comfy out and cry. Who doesn't love a Comfy and cry as a turn, right? I know I do. Oh no, you're weak to water. That's unfortunate for you, my friend. Your turn. They better play something else here. What's up, Sliding Mike? How's it going, my friend? Are they gonna play some... NGG! What a GG it was. What a GG it was, opponent. Woo! 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 Squeak. Squeak. This deck has also been a lot better. Like, I was expecting this deck to do some decent things against meta stuff, but this has been a lot better than I thought it was going to be, too. We've been a day of surprises. Both decks were glorious and excellent. Same with yesterday. Oh, glorious and excellent. Oh, they had Prepare Yourself. They weren't Splash Bros. Same, again, Sailor Scouts. We'll take it. We'll take it. Like Diet Homies. Regular homies would be Splash Bros, but Diet Homies is if we're both Sailor Scouts. Would love to go first. Thank you, Charmander. Exactly. Exactly, Chibs. Okay, well, we're going to start with a basic Pokemon in our next hand. In our next hand. When do you get to redesign my avatar? Well, we're actually kind of out of money right now because everybody keeps redeeming for, I mean, you can do it after the game if you want, after the stream today. We've got a lot of outfits that you can choose from. Okay. I mean, starting with Vulpix ain't bad. Now they're going to flip a Comfy and I'm going to be sad this isn't an Empoleon, but what can you do? This is the new Snorlax. Oh, they're the Electrode deck. That's what they are. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to grab a Greninja. Greninja go in here. Let's throw Manaphy down. Let's see what we can get with one of our energies here. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. So what the Adventurer means, if they don't interact with our hand, what the Adventurer means is that we can get a Vulpix V-Star and put the double turbo on it, and have an Empoleon and another Vulpix next turn. Opponent's playing a brew of some sort here. Oh, they're a Pokemon Tool deck. They're just not the Rotom version. Okay, alright. Let's see it. Oh, that's really good with Snorlax. I get what they're after here. We really want that Articuno, too. If we draw the Articuno, that would be like, or a Nest Ball, that would be a fantastic draw here. Because we want to take this Snorlax out. The Snorlax is going to be a crucial part of their strategy here. That's fine. It sucks that we can't use Greninja anymore, but we used it to get one into the bin, which means Melony's a hot draw. Oh, my good gravy, y'all. My good gravy. Well, in that case, let's use the Adventurer this turn, just because we can. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's grab Lumineon here. For future turns, if we need it. Just play Empoleon out for now. So, we now... Wait, it's still only 140, but should be... Why is it not more? Because it should be 140, and then plus 10. Oh, it's not a basic. That's why, Wiggles. Don't be stupid. Okay, so... Whoopsie. Not enough to knock it out, which is a shame. That's okay. That's okay. Still gonna do 140. Yes, and we do have couples therapy tonight. Yes. That's just what we call hanging out with another couple. Not that there's anything wrong with couples therapy. Okay. Okay. That's a pretty good draw from us here. Let's see what we get. Okay, wow, we got whatever we want. Ooh. Ooh. We're gonna get a boss's orders here. We have a Lumineon to get whatever else we want, but we're just gonna go ahead and take this thing out. Because that's what they've been building up. That's their strategy. We say no. Sated Saze, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can we get a shout out, please, for Sated? My name is Sheriff Wiggles, everybody who's joining us. Thank you so much for being here. I play Pokemon cards and say stupid things. Sated, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How was your stream, my friend? Thank you for the shout out there, Chibs. Sated raid. Aw, thanks for the follow today, friend. VDog002, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Okay, so they've got this Snorlax with its leftovers on it, but again, I feel like we've won this one. Well, welcome on in. How did your stream go? Were you playing some... Ooh, some Scarlet Violet? Oh, you're welcome! How was the Scarlet Violet? Would you pick as your starter? Are you Nuzlocking? I have 100 questions. Okay, sure, let's put this here. Just keep doing this. You're shiny hunting. Nice. Nice. That is a grind right there. Ocean Explorer? Nope. I appreciate that, Chips, but nah, not me. Couldn't do the ocean. Completed the base game shiny deck. Now onto the DLC. Dang, that is a lot of shinies. Childhood dream of being a mermaid? Nice. That would be... mermaids would get to explore the ocean. Anywhere they wanted. And they give up. Alright. Well, you caught us right at the end of our stream, unfortunately. But we're going to do a giveaway for the last game with this deck. And then we will move on here. Alright, so exclamation point ticket if y'all want a chance to win. And we are going to move here into the last game with this Vulpix V version 2. Thank you, GG to you as well. G's for everybody. I say that sometimes, and people look at me so strange. Like, G's for everybody, G's all around, and they're like, it's a G. And that's when you look at them and go, you're a G. G? Well, I hope you play well too, opponent. But not too well. Let me look good on stream, you know what I mean? Help me excel. Is that I-N on Wheels, or is that an I or an L at the beginning of your name? Can I call you Wheels? Oh my god, can I call you Wheels? Saze is the Pokemon guru, he's so good at the card game. Nice! That's good to know, I will pick your brain later for that one, Saze. I hope I can call you Wheels. You're really new to the card game? Yeah. Oh, just like you're just a little shiny hunting, right? I only completed one shiny deck and on to another one, but you know, what can you do? Okay, so we should have actually put Chien-Pao up front here, just because we have it and we can. Ooh, actually, we can get really creative with this, y'all, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna get really creative with this. Oh no, it's Mimikyu. We don't care about Mimikyu. You played like 10 games? Hey, any kind of being a guru is a good thing. Okay, so let's get creative here. Put that there. Actually, we don't need to get creative here. Never mind. If we're lucky, this Energy Loto is just going to hit a double colorless and we can use Irida and we can just get started. Vulpix VStar does not care about Mimikyu's ability. Ian, yes. Oh, excellent. I want to call you Wheels. Wheels is such a good nickname. That was one of my favorite jokes from the OG X-Men movie, where Wolverine looked at Xavier and said, what do they call you, Wheels? Like, I hope so. That's such a good nickname. Right now, opponent's thinking, it's okay, we have a really good start. We have our Mimikyu. Okay, double colorless, please. Yes. Thank you, deck. GG, opponent. Okay, we grab that, and let's also grab a Nest Ball for a Switch, or for a Greninja. That there. We're gonna Nest Ball the Greninja out now. before they can take that away. We're also going to go ahead and use the Greninja to get this energy in the bin. We don't have any energy in the bin right now, and we have Melony's in the deck, so we really want to get the energy in the bin for Melony. And we can just draw the Melony organically and play an Articuno and do so much in one turn. Dwayner, I didn't realize that was you I was playing against. Nice, GG's, my friend. So is your deck built to be? Is that like Maractus is the point of that deck? Is that what you're up to there? So you use a Weezing deck you made from. Okay. You know, when you get lucky and land heads every time they knock it. I mean, right? Argue with the results, right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is annoying, and this is gonna hit us, but we're also gonna take out this Klefki. So even like, oh, sad to lose the Melony, but meh, we've got what we need here, right? And hey, look, another Melony. It's just what I wanted. Okay. Ideally, thanks, babe. Ideally, we would be trying to get a boss's orders here, or a Lumineon to get the boss's orders here. That's not the case, unfortunately. Empoleon's nice, but Empoleon is not going to win us this game. So let's start here. We're going to Melony onto this other Vulpix. Okay. Still no boss's orders or Lumineon. Which we couldn't play this turn anyways, but, you know. I could dream. Okay, let's take out Klefki. This is going to be hard. Alakazam is going to get to hit us, and it's a 2-turn clock for Alakazam to knock out a Vulpix. So Vulpix is also a 2-turn clock if it doesn't have a double colorless, but they're not going to give us the Alakazam. We're going to have to fight for it, and this is going to hurt in the meantime. We might not win this one. Choose one benched Pokemon to discard. Okay. They're like, no, not the... Wait, why didn't they attack? They could attack. Right? I wonder if that's a glitch. I wonder if it wasn't letting them attack because the Mimikyu was up front. That's possible. That's a definite possibility there. Okay, so let's do this here. We're gonna grab the Choice Belt. Put the Choice Belt... Actually, we don't need to play that. We don't need to Nest Ball anything. Let's put the Manaphy out just because we can, and let's go ahead and Professor's Research here. Draw some cards for next turn. Still no boss's orders. Pokégear might be a boss's orders, though. Unfortunate. We're chewing through their prize cards here pretty quick here. I like that. I like that. Okay, Collapsed Stadium's solid. Now if we get a Lumineon, we can Collapsed Stadium to get rid of it and lose the liability. I'm surprised they're not playing Collapsed Stadium. I'm also surprised they haven't played a Path to the Peak yet. Okay, boss's orders is fine. So now it gets to hit us. Okay. Didn't need to put that there, but I wanted to do that anyways. We're also not going to boss's orders now because they're getting low on cards. Let's Greninja so that we can get a Melony going if we need it. Which we don't right now. Okay, let's do this while it's still a good card to play. Let's grab Empoleon just in case. Played the old game on the Nintendo Switch Online system to sort of get what we're doing. No, that's fair. That's fair. The old game was definitely different. The Pokemon Oh, and they're done. All right, GG opponent. Woo! That game wasn't over yet. They were gonna have a chance to do some damage to us. I think we were gonna win, but it wasn't over yet. But they gave up. And remember, that's the hidden fourth way to win at this game. If you make your opponent quit, you can either take all the prize cards, knock out all of their Pokemon so they don't have any bench Pokemon, make them run out of cards, or make them quit. GG, Wheels. GG. All right. So let's do the wrap up here, and then we will do the giveaway and send y'all on your way. This deck was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. When you don't have whichever one of these two to start with, it's a problem. And the Articuno wasn't super good, so we might actually want to switch that Articuno for a Ditto, just as an extra chance to hit the one of these that we want. I liked the supporters. I liked the spread. The Temple of Sinnoh, we actually might want to put a second one of that. Wheels, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. We might want a second Temple of Sinnoh. Adventurous Discovery was kind of hit or miss. Melony's just a great card. She goes great with Greninja and anything else you want to be doing. So I like pretty much everything here. How good it is kind of depends. We would need to play some more to find out. Enjoy your sleeping, Says. All right, so thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see y'all next.